Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most dirty, well, how do you rate Hunter's pass on Nate Thrasher?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, so I think it's funny, not in a mean way, because like last week in the press conference, he was like, all right, well, if he wants to race like that, then we'll race like that. And
Wait,
then
who said that?
Hunter did.
Why? Race like what? What happened to Hunter?
Thrasher he cross jumped him on the over under and took Hunter out.
Oh, but that was definitely a mistake.
Okay. Either way,
Okay.
It was just kind of funny that it literally just happened the next race the other way around.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is a bit of a Barsha move, but whatever. I don't know. It kind of looked on purpose, but maybe wasn't meant to be as bad as it was. But then again, it wasn't really that bad. It just happened really early. I don't know. I don't have a justifiable opinion. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I'm somewhere in between on it too, because I was trying to describe it or justify it to Allie and explain it to Allie because she was so pissed about what happened to me and seeing me get hit like that in the second turn that she's like, well, why is it not okay for somebody to hit you like that, but it's okay for Hunter to hit him like that? I'm like, oh, well, that's a good point. I guess that it's just kind of an alpha move in the sense that like he saw an opening that could have changed his race and put him to the front. And I think that in his mindset, I just don't think that he cared if it put him on the ground or not, you know?
Yeah, probably not, if I were to guess.
I think he just saw the opening and said, if he crashes, who cares? Like, I'm making this pass either way. And I get it. Shoot. I mean, if I'm going for a championship, yeah, I'm probably doing the same thing.
Now, here's what's tough, and I bring this
You
up.
don't want it to be dangerous, though.
But yeah, but every time we talk about this sort of like dirty passes and stuff, and you know this, people who listen to the podcast have heard me say, what account am I logged into?
Why are there so many?
Oh my gosh, I'm in the church
sandwiches?
account. Okay, I'm gonna change that YouTube account. Hang on. People, fans, myself included, like obviously I have favorite riders, and that's really where the emotion comes from. Of like, oh, why'd you take out Hunter or whatever? It's because like I like Hunter, you know. But also like there's a level, of course, like there's dirty passes that shouldn't be made and all that stuff. But then again, like it's easy to forget that these guys are like racing for a butt ton of money. Here we go. Let's talk about this.
So Hunter's in third. Wow. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It kind of looks like Thrasher cut into him.
Well, it's
Didn't
the
it?
sand. I mean, I don't think you're really cutting anywhere. I think you just kind of end up where you end up a little bit.
That's why I kind of think it almost.
I just don't think Hunter cared. Which
I don't
is
think
fine.
he cared, but I don't think he was like going for him.
No,
necessarily.
no. I don't think so either. I think he was going for the pass, and he decided right here when he gets on the gas right there. Holy crap, he was coming in hot.
Really?
I mean, Hunter's just a beast. Yeah, think about the commitment he had. Huh? Think about the commitment he had in the pass attempt that he made on Moto. It's sort of the same thing. Like that level of commitment right there, that's 100%.
Oh yeah, no, you're passing him, right?
Whether he misjudged it or not, that's all. I mean, I don't think it was. Whew. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he took him out.
Yeah. But I think the takeout was more of a factor of just a slight misjudgment more so than an intentional takeout. I think it was, and I would argue the same exact thing for the Shimoda situation in outdoors. I think he expected it to play out slightly different. I think he also probably couldn't care less if he did misgauge it by a little bit and it ended up creating contact. Yeah, that's just a confident move. Or somebody explained it to me as maybe it's not a confident move. Maybe that's the insecurity, a little bit of, not having, because I guess the question could then be, would Jet have made that same pass? Or would Jet have waited and just easily passed him somewhere else? I guess that could be your argument to that situation. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm obviously Hunter is one of my best friends at Supercross, but I want to look at it objectively. Would Jet have made that same pass?
It's a valid question.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe yes, maybe no. But Hunter won the race and he did it easily, so you can't argue that.
I was gonna say, like, and yes, of course, I'm biased as well. I like those two. But even when I saw that pass, I was like, meh. I mean, it wasn't like it didn't seem like intentional enough to be like, I'm trying to hurt you. Like, it seemed like I'm trying to pass you, in my opinion. Yes, I'm biased. But also,
Correct.
like, that's the dude you need to beat. If there's a guy on the track you need to beat, it's Nate Thrasher right now. You know, so it's like,
What did Thrasher end up getting? That had to have been a huge point swing.
oh, no, he wadded himself later.
What?
Yeah.
Did he DNF?
I don't know if he DNF'd, but he was past 15th, I would want to guess.
Did my phone die? What's the points?
So he hit hard right in front of the mechanics area.
Yep, I do remember that now.
Okay, look, ready? So this is Thrasher's crash.
He jumped in the tough blocks, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yep.
he missed. Also, guys, that quad was huge. And every camera angle that Daytona had made it look like a quad. And that quad, like, because we were standing right next to it, literally, in the main events, dude, we were just waiting to see who was going to, like, frame case it. And a bunch of people did. RJ Hampshire frame cased it wicked hard right in front of us. Deegan got close a couple times.
14 points on Ansty. Ansty, solid. Yeah, the difficult part about doing that quad, I never did it. I honestly don't know if I could have with how soft my suspension was. The difficult part about that quad was that you would fly into that transition and then takeoff going so fast, and it was a really abrupt transition. So that's why you saw guys jumping off the side of the track, is that I think James or Carmichael said something about there being some slight ruts on the takeoff of it, which maybe there were grooves. There weren't really deep ruts there necessarily. It's more of a product of like that bike blowing through the suspension strokes so quick that it deflects one way or the other. It's hard to keep, especially when you're doing it. Like, I don't know if he sat into that. Can you rewind it quickly? I think he sat into that with a seat balance too. So that's going to make it even
Yeah, the 250
worse.
guys, I think, had to. Yeah, he sat
in. So that's so easy to get off, like just whoa, and have the bike go one direction or the other.
Oh,
and
gosh.
going on off there was a big old pain in the neck.
Dude, look, on the broadcast, it doesn't even look like he looks like he falls hard, but not that hard. But you got to realize he's slapped into that roller going wicked fast.
Yeah.
Like third gear
that
pin
angle
on
doesn't
a
make it look
factory
bad.
Star Yamaha bike. That's fast. Apparently he was, and the guys were saying, because Dan and Jamie and all those guys were standing right there. I hadn't gotten there yet, but they said he was just panic revving like they've never heard before, saying, I'm gonna get hurt. Like, so the fact that he's not hurt is very impressive, I think, and good.
That was a fun track. Like, watching these highlights back, I like riding that track. It was fun. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, go download them. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think that's it. Go download them there. Give them a listen. If you want to watch full episodes, which I tell you what, it's even better to do that, go to club.themotoacademy.com, because Moto Academy subscribers inside of the app have exclusive access to watch the entire episodes. And not only that, the subscribers actually can send in their questions to be answered on the podcast as well. Club.themotoacademy.com. Go subscribe.